Sage Wanderer. I'm bringing this video to you to talk about the motivation behind the Texas shooter and why he did what he did. When this first happened, I immediately said I believe that it was Antifa related and part of the November 4th threat. And a lot of people are saying, see, nothing happened on November 4th. However, they said it begins on November 4th, not it was all going to happen on November 4th. All along, I said it was going to be multiple nights of purge, even before the November 4th date was set. So I think what we're seeing now in multiple incidences, including this church incident, is in fact the promised violence that Antifa threatened us with, and that the revolutionary abolitionist movement threatened us with. Just today, we're hearing sporadic and greatly underreported, if not completely unreported, attacks on police officers that are fishy. We have an active shooter, a report coming out of South Carolina at the University of South Carolina. This is an African-American man in a hoodie with an assault rifle with several shots fired. I can't seem to find any information on it. But let's go back and talk about the motivation about with the shooter in the Texas church shooting. Now, it came to light that this individual did have a connection, that his ex-wife's family attended this church, and that the ex-wife's grandmother was among the deceased. And everyone went, see there, it was personal. It had nothing to do with Antifa. Well, it also came to light that this man was dressed all in black and wearing a skull face mask that looks like a skeleton. And I can tell you from my Antifa research that there's a specific group of extremely violent Antifa members who wear the skull mask as part of their Antifa outfits. And I need to do more research on this subgroup of Antifa Black Bloc. And they're a group that all wear black masks with the white skull face on them. So once again, I believe that he was identifying himself as Antifa. But people's biggest argument against this being a politically motivated hit is that there was a personal connection with members of the church. And to that, I would like to say this. If he was only angry at his ex-wife's family, he would have just killed them, just killed those Christians. He didn't just hate those Christians, he hates all Christians. This is all over his Facebook. His former Facebook friends are announcing publicly that they have defriended him because of all of the hateful and anti-Christian atheist rhetoric that he was spewing from his page. And he didn't just hate those Christians, he hated all Christians. Because if he just wanted to hit the family members, he would have gone to their homes, he knew where they lived. He went there, and if he was just angry with the family members, he would have just killed them instead of going inside and finishing everyone, trying to kill everyone. He shot nearly everyone in that church. And, you know, you can have more than one motivation for any given action. In fact, it's human nature. We all brush our teeth. We don't do it for just one reason. We do it for many reasons. Reason number one, to protect and preserve our teeth to prevent cavities. Reason number two, to prevent bad breath so we're not going around stinking up the place. Reason number three, so we have a pretty smile and we look attractive. So humans have many reasons for everything they do. And likewise, this shooter, like many others in the past, had multiple motivations for doing the thing that he did. He didn't just go after those people. He went after all of the people in that church, even the little children. This individual was the worst of the worst, and I believe without a shadow of doubt he is connected to Antifa. And since November 4th, we've had a bunch of occurrences. I'm still trying to track down a church burning that occurred that was, I believe, Nancy Reagan's family church. It was burned down over the weekend. We've got a live shooter on the ground being reported and underreported in the University of South Carolina. Looks like a Black Lives Matter Antifa shooter. I'll have to gather more information on that. We've had numerous cops that have been shot over the weekend and over the last couple of days, and even one today. We've had some policemen that were ran over by motor vehicles. Now, these may be just regular police encounters, regular police accidents. Being a policeman is dangerous. But I'm going to dig into those and make sure and find out if there is any connection between those and the Antifa threats. If you think this is over, you're out of your mind. you're just not paying attention. And to all the people that say I should shut down my channel because I got it wrong, I would say it is too early to decide whether I got it wrong or not, because it begins means beginning, not an end. It wasn't promised all in one day. And I think these attacks are going to continue in frequency and intensity until it is clear to everyone what is going on. All right. God save the Republic.